I'm 74 years old. I live in Maine, where winters get so cold that just stepping out onto the porch can make my knees ache. But I still wake up early every day, feeling strong and clear-headed. It's not because of supplements or the gym. It's because of 5 small things I do every morning, consistently, for many years. They may seem simple, but they've helped me avoid falls, sleep better, and even fight off the winter blues. If you're in your 60s or 70s and worried about the cold, please stay with me until the end of this video. And today, I want to tell you about them. Not as some expert, but as a fellow older adult who's lived through enough icy mornings and long dark nights to know what helps and what doesn't. Let me take you through my winter mornings, just like you were sitting beside me with a cup of tea. The first thing I always do? I open the curtains. It sounds simple, too simple maybe, but in winter, when the days are short and the nights stretch out long, getting natural light into your home and into your eyes matters more than most people realize. Our bodies run on rhythms. When you open those curtains, you're not just brightening the room, you're waking up your internal clock. Your brain gets the message. It's morning. Time to move. Time to be alive. And emotionally, that sliver of daylight, even on a cloudy Maine morning, reminds me the day has begun. I am still here. I still have this day to live. It chases away the heaviness. I used to feel that winter blues creeping in around January when the sky turned gray for days on end. But opening the curtains each morning, letting that light in, even if it's faint, gives me a lift. After I let the light in, I head to the kitchen. My second morning ritual: a warm glass of water, sometimes with a squeeze of lemon, or just a pinch of salt. You'd be surprised how much your body craves water in the cold. The dry air, the heaters running all night, the heavy food from the night before, it all dries you out. That glass of warm water feels like kindness. I hold it with both hands and sip slowly. Sometimes I close my eyes. It warms me from the inside out. It's gentle, it's steady. It reminds me that my body, even at 74, still responds to care. And if you add a bit of lemon, you get a gentle wake-up for your digestion too. It gets everything moving, and it makes me feel lighter as I start the day. After that, I move a little. Nothing fancy, no treadmill, no stretching mat. Just me, my old wooden chair, and some gentle movements I can do right there, by the fireplace. At my age, I can't afford to skip this part. Mornings are when the joints are stiffest, especially after a cold night. I start with my neck, turning it side to side, then my shoulders, my wrists, my knees, my ankles. I do small, easy movements, just enough to get the blood flowing. It doesn't take more than 10 or 15 minutes, but the impact lasts all day. I remember a time when I didn't do this. I'd just go straight to making breakfast or sitting with the paper. And I felt it. The creak in my back when I stood, the ache in my knees. But once I started this chair movement routine, I noticed a real difference. I don't feel as wobbly walking down the stairs. My legs feel more sure, more awake. That's not just good for health, that's good for safety. One bad fall in winter could change everything. So I take the time. After moving, it's time to eat. Now, I don't eat a big breakfast. I never really have. But in winter, it's important to eat something warm. I often make a bowl of oatmeal, nothing fancy. Just oats, a dash of cinnamon, maybe a sliced banana if I have one. Other mornings I might boil an egg and have it with some toast and a cup of ginger tea. The key here is warmth, something that doesn't weigh you down but still gives your body fuel. Cold cereal or skipping breakfast altogether just doesn't cut it anymore. Your body needs the warmth, so does your spirit. When I sit down to eat, I don't rush. I look out the window. I listen to the birds if they're brave enough to sing. I breathe. That quiet moment, with a warm bowl in my hands, is one of the most peaceful parts of my day. It grounds me. It reminds me of the simple joys. And finally, after breakfast, there is one more thing I always do. It may not sound inspiring, but it matters. I check the safety of my home. I walk over to the heater. I check that it's running well, that nothing is blocking it. I glance at the carbon monoxide detector and the smoke alarm. I test them once a week. I look at the floors. Did I leave anything slippery by the door? Is there a rug bunched up near the hallway? I check the path from my bedroom to the front door. Is it clear in case I need to get out in a hurry? I do this not out of fear, but out of love. Love for my home. Love for the life I still have. love for the people who would miss me if something went wrong. All of these things I do every morning. Not one of them is hard. Not one of them requires equipment or technology or youth. Just a curtain, a cup of water, a few stretches, and a little awareness. And these small things, they make my winter mornings something to look forward to. They help me stay strong, clear, and present. Growing older doesn't mean we must suffer through winter. It means we learn how to live through it, warmly, wisely, gently. So if you're in Maine or anywhere that winter bites hard, I hope you try just one of these tomorrow morning. Maybe open your curtains. Maybe pour that warm glass of water. And if it helps, even just a little, then we've already shared something special. Thank you for spending these few minutes with me. I hope this brought a little light into your day. If you found this helpful, please subscribe and like the channel The Health Revival. May God bless you and your family. See you in the next video.